What is going on, guys? Sir Lewis here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my official Solana price prediction for the peak of the bull market here for Solana. You guys know I go in depth in my price predictions, and I do have a playlist that I'm keeping all my videos for price predictions in. And I'll probably leave it here in the cards as well. I'll probably also put it in the description as well, so you guys can check that out. We already have Dogecoin, Shiba, and Theta. So comment below later too what other coins you guys want next. But today we're looking at Solana, one of the biggest altcoins, and I'll say probably the second biggest behind Ethereum, right? It's right behind Ethereum. And I'm going to show you guys here some very interesting charts. This is one of my indicators, which I do. It's the only thing that I sell are my indicators, and I'm actually working right now on selling my indicators at WAP. So I used to have it on Patreon, but I think at WAP is better because you guys will be able to see it before you buy it if you guys are interested. And I also want to say before we get into the prediction is I'm finally verified on X, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be sharing updates using my indicators, stuff like that on my charts. And if you guys want to, I think it's like $3 if you want to subscribe. That's my idea. I want to share my indicators and if I'm bullish, if I'm bearish, based on Bitcoin and other things. So you guys can check it out on X. If you still haven't followed me, follow me on X, 2_ Sir Lewis. Okay, so let's get started here. My Solana price prediction. This is my fib waves indicator. You can see the best time to buy was during the bear market right here in the green. And most likely in the future, we will revisit that again, right? That green fib wave. So this is Solana. And I was right on regarding this with Solana. And I said Solana was going to basically break all-time highs before Ethereum. And we didn't break right through it, right? We kind of passed it a tad bit, right? We broke all-time highs a little bit. But Solana's been outperforming Ethereum very well. And I want to show you this chart, Solana ETH chart right here. This is a very interesting chart. Solana basically outperforming Ethereum, as you can see right here, us going up like this, creating new highs here, right? It's just been outperforming Ethereum lately compared to its past way higher, right? You can see it literally broke through this resistance. So I do think we're pulling back here. If Ethereum going up, we're pulling back, but I do believe Solana is going to keep outperforming Ethereum. I do believe it's going to do that. And this is a good chart to have because, Solana's peak could be when it's up here somewhere, right? When it passes that 0.25, once we get up here for Solana ETH chart, that could be where Solana could possibly peak out in this bull market. So this is a very interesting chart to keep your eyes on, Solana ETH. Now the next one is Solana Bitcoin. And this is another interesting chart. And guys, I show you guys these charts because these charts matter. These charts it's not just a Solana chart. You got to be looking at these other charts on whether you're going to be making a decision on selling your Solana, on predicting the peak, selling it near the peak, right? And here we can see Solana Bitcoin. We are basically in this flag, right? This perfect flag, as you can see right here, you're just getting ready to break out. And I believe we will during altcoin. So once we have altcoin season, we're just gonna break out of that flag. It doesn't mean we could break down a little bit, right, and then consolidate and then break out later. But I do think we're getting towards the end of this flag. Of course, this is not perfect drawing. We're getting towards the end, and we're gonna probably break out to the upside because we all know we're getting closer to altcoin season. So looking at this, pulling a Fibonacci here, we basically double bottomed here. This is another chart to keep your eyes on potentially where Solana could peak here based on this chart. We can see most likely when we get up here to that 0.27 right area, that's if Solana ETH, if we're up here, right, and Bitcoin Solana, we're up here, that's giving you multiple flags that maybe the peak is getting near or it's in already, right? So this is another interesting chart here where you see Solana Bitcoin consolidating in this flag right in between these Fibonacci levels, and it's most likely going to break through the upside. And it's going to do something like this, right? Exactly what it did right here last bull market. Solana outperforming Bitcoin, which is going to happen very soon. So now let's take a look at the main chart, Solana, and we'll take a look here at my price prediction for Solana. Now, I do want to say here on the monthly, we can see that this is also my indicator, my special indicator that I do sell. We see that we are still down here. This is why I'm super bullish on Solana, going to some big levels, which I'll share in a bit. But we're still here, starting to curve, right? We're starting to curve here for stochastic RSI, money flow, even the RSI. We're starting to curve. And next time, once we get up here on the monthly for the stochastic and everything, once we get up here, that's going to be when Solana peaks. Now, not exactly when we enter it, because we're going to stay here for a couple months. Sometime in between that time the Solana's here will be when Solana peaks. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Okay, so this is a very important signal and indicator here. Looking at the stochastic RSI, and this just tells me that we have way more to go for Solana. Okay, we got way more to go. So, this is a very, very bullish signal that Solana is going to keep outperforming Ethereum, not just Ethereum, but other altcoins as well, especially since it's a very VC backed blockchain and we see so much activity going on in Solana. So I do have high hopes for Solana. Now, let's take a look here at my price prediction and we'll see potentially where Solana can come up to. I got to do this on the weekly to be more accurate, as we can see right here. Now, you can see the Solana was one of the strongest coins the last months, basically half a year, right? And I was saying this in my streams, like Solana is looking very bullish because we're just holding that 0.23 like nothing, right? It's just heavy support for months. We just been bouncing off of this, and then it just got to a point where it had to go up, right? It can't break down. Well, it has to go up. So that's what Solana's been doing. And it does. People are saying that this might be a double top. We can easily come down a little bit, retest, put in the higher low, and then break it. Okay, we can easily do something like that, especially as we're getting towards altcoin season, possibly in 2025. So, looking at this chart, my price prediction for Solana's peak, of course, aligning with the other signals, is for sure it's gonna definitely go above 600. Okay, it's for sure going to go. So I'm going to start taking profits already, probably around 650, 600 to 6, depending on the market, of course, too, guys, right? Depending on the market, where Bitcoin is, where Ethereum, where the market is, the total market cap. I'm going to be taking profits around 600. So once we get near 600 Solana, that's probably a good time to unstake it, right? Because I do think there's a delay, not a delay, but like you have to wait a certain amount of days to unstake it. That's another thing too, right? As we're getting near the peak of the market, you gotta plan to unstake your crypto because you don't want to unstake it when we're already near euphoria, the peak of the market. You're gonna have to be waiting a couple days before having that coin and be able to sell it. So once we get over 600, that's probably when I'm gonna unstake my Solana and start taking profits above 650. But it doesn't mean that's going to be the top. That's just where I'm going to start, DCAing out, basically. You know how you DCA in? That's going to be when I DCA out of Solana. So that'll be when I start taking profits. But I could see the top potentially being from 700 to 1,000 even. And I know it's crazy to say, but Solana can very well go to 1,000 plus, guys. Okay, the most bullish scenario here is that 618, which is around 2,340. Now, I say the most bullish scenario, meaning that there would have to be a situation where everything is going right for Solana, meaning it basically gets a big market share of ETH, which it's already been doing. Okay, it's been outperforming Ethereum. I just proved it to you right here, right? But if there's something major that happens where Solana basically overtakes Ethereum this bull market, or some big changes happen, some big upgrades happen with Solana, big partnerships, and certain events like that, that can potentially bring Solana up here. Now, of course, this is most likely, this is not likely, right? The Solana comes up here to 2,300, maybe next bull market. I'm just giving you guys the most bullish scenario. But my price prediction is from 700 to 1,000, slightly above 1,000, right? 1,020, 1,000 around there. It can go up to like 1,100 and wick back down. So this is my price prediction. Again, it could top out here at 800, 900, right? Anywhere in between this is possibly where I see Solana topping out at. And we can even see right here, if I pull a Fibonacci here, this is what's great. We can see Solana last bull market, it topped out here at the 2.36, which was very bullish. But um again, it had one of the best, it was one of the best performers last bull market. And we have diminishing returns, right? It's not like we're going to follow that same level right there. Even when I do this right here, the 1618, you can see that perfect top, and you could have had this just by getting the bottom here, which was around $1.19 to a respect up to $9 back in 2020. And wow, look at that, right? The 1618, negative 618 was exactly the peak for Solana. So again, I don't believe it's going to go up here because we have diminishing returns, but the most bullish scenario would be that green that I showed you, which brings it to 2,300. But I do believe realistically it can get for sure to that 0.38, which brings it to like 1,000. Okay. So I do see Solana going to 1,000, but I'm going to start taking profits at 650, guys. Right. This is not this is not something where you're going to hold everything to 1,000 and then it peaks at 800 and then you missed out. Right. So you want to DCA out as we go up. So yeah, there you guys go. I'll bring you guys updates as we go. I'm gonna do a lot of updates, like I said, on my X. I'm planning a lot of content for using my indicators and chart updates on X. And I think it's only $3. I put it so it's only like $3, so it's super cheap. So if you want to subscribe to me on there for updates, definitely for sure. It's not up yet. I have to like update it, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. And join Cryptopolis, my free Telegram. Of course, my community is 100% for free, guys. The only thing that I sell are my indicators. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.